Once the action shuts down on Wednesday, we will have one full week in the 2019 Major League Baseball season in the books. 7 full days of action, much of it incredibly surprising. Entering Wednesday, we've got the 4-1 Orioles, 2-3 Yankees, 1-5 Red Sox, 7-1 Mariners, 3-2 Rangers, 2-4 Astros, 1-3 Nationals, 1-3 Braves, 1-3 Cubs and 2-4 Rockies. That's an awful lot of upside down from the expectations entering the season, though it's also significantly magnified because it's the start of the season. If the Orioles won 4 of 5 or the Cubs lost 3 of 4 in, say, mid-August, it wouldn't be nearly as much of a headline. It is difficult to not go crazy and overreact, but that's our daily task here in the early going. The games count and the wins, losses are banked for good, but there is just so much baseball left to play. We are also getting glimpses of some contenders from last season and expected contenders this season doing great things that just might be a sign of things to come, while the final unbeaten team suffered its first loss. We'll explore. Select games can be streamed regionally via Fubo TV. Try for free. For more on what channel each game is on, click here. Baseball schedule, scores for Wednesday, April 3rd. Final: Brewers 1, Reds 0, box score, final, Nationals 9, Phillies 8, box score, final, 11, Rockies 1, Rays 0, box score, final, White Sox 8, Indians 3, box score, final, Twins 7, Royals 6, box score, live, Diamondbacks at Padres, game tracker, live, Tigers at Yankees, game tracker, live, Orioles at Blue Jays, game tracker, Mets at Marlins, 6:10 p.m. ET, game tracker, Cardinals at Pirates, 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time, game tracker, Cubs at Braves, 7:20 p.m. Eastern Time, game tracker, Astros at Rangers, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time, game tracker, Red Sox at Athletics, 10:07 p.m. ET, game tracker, Giants at Dodgers, 10:10 p.m. ET, game tracker. Here are the main things to know from Wednesday's results. Brewers keep winning one-run games, picking up where they left off last regular season. The Milwaukee Brewers are now 6-1. There's rightfully been much ado about Christian Yelich, but let's focus elsewhere right now. The Brewers just completed a sweep of the Reds by winning 3 one-run games. Of their 6 wins, 5 came by 1 run, the other was by 2. Generally speaking, the formula to win lots of close games is by getting good pitching, particularly out of the bullpen, and timely hitting. We've seen lots of examples of timely hitting and we know about the bullpen, or do we? The vaunted bullpen from last year isn't really what this group is. Corbin Burns is now in the rotation. Corey Knebel is out for the season. Jeremy Jeffress is currently hurt. Through the first 6 games of the season, lefty star Josh Hader was used 4 times for 5 innings. Junior Guerra also had already logged 5 innings of work. Those 2 in particular already had workload concerns. At the bare minimum, we knew Hader was unavailable Wednesday, which means someone had to step up. Someone did. 23-year-old righty Freddy Peralta. The youngster rarely strayed from his fastball and he didn't need to. He would go 8 scoreless innings, allowing just 2 hits, both singles, without walking anyone. Peralta struck out 11. It was a masterful performance against an offense that should have firepower. He was only spotted 1 run in support, but it still never felt like he was going to need more. Reliever Alex Wilson allowed 2 base runners in the 9th but still escaped. The Brewers are 6-1 while the Cubs and Cardinals aren't off to good starts. Life is good in Milwaukee at the moment. On the Reds' end, they've been awful since opening day, particularly on offense. They've now lost 4 straight with 6 runs combined. On the season, they're hitting .167, .238, .269. Big picture for both, massive differences in WL records in one-run game generally even themselves out, though we do see outliers like the 2012 Orioles, 29-9 in one-run games. The Reds have too many good hitters for this to continue. Expect some evening out for each team. Nats bullpen leaks again, but they hand Phil's first loss. The Nationals brought a 1-3 record into Wednesday, and it's never just one thing, but the bullpen had been awful. In 11 and a third innings prior to Wednesday, the Nats relievers had allowed 16 earned runs on 23 hits and 6 walks. It had a 12.71 ERA and 2.56 WHIP. Washington relievers were allowing opposing hitters to slash .411, .468, .554. Yankees tasked with holding a 6-4 lead heading to the 8th on Wednesday. It happened again. Single, strikeout, walk, double, single, and the Phillies had an 8-6 lead. Perhaps most brutal of all was Trevor Rosenthal was again involved in. Trevor Rosenthal, 7 batters faced, 4 hits, 3 walks, 7 earned runs. Baseball Reference, @baseball_ref, April 3, 2019. He doesn't even have an ERA because he hasn't recorded an out. As I said, brutal. Still, the Nationals persevered and watched the Phillies bullpen one-up the meltdown. A Yan Gomes RBI double brought it within 1 and he would score on a fielding error from Rhys Hoskins, who simply just didn't catch a feed from pitcher Seranthony Dominguez. Then in the 9th, David Robertson allowed a single before 3 straight walks would end the game. Yes, a walk-off walk.